Right, it's showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream of our match. Firelands United against Forest City. Final match of the regular season for both teams. We're out here in Denison Park, the east side of Cleveland. There's a little breezy up here in the stands. If you hear a little wind noise, apologies. We got the AirPods in. Trying to bring you a little commentary action from my viewpoint. Firelands United will have the kickoff. You see Reggie Johnson sporting the 12 on his back. Interestingly enough, both of these teams have the first and second leading goal scorer in the league. Reggie Johnson, 4 goals behind the pace. I'll zoom you guys in here just a bit, get you a little bit of a better view of our match today. Firelands United going from left to right on your screen. Forest City going from right to left on your screen. Forest City in, I believe it's like a maroon and green, or maybe like a brown and green. Makes sense. Forest, trees, green. I like it. And you'll see us, Firelands United, sporting the Sunset Flame away kits. Run you through our starters. See Reggie Johnson playing a little pressure up top in the lone striker role. And building from there. We have Karimi in the cam spot. We have Noah Clapsaddle, Jonah Main out on the wings. Our double pivot is Ryan Graber and Captain Jack Ramey. Our back line, a common look. Camp, left back. The left-sided center back, Cohen Steinmetz. His right-sided center back partner is Caden Hawes, and then the right back is Cohen Hawes. The brothers pairing up again on the back line. There's Ramey on the ball, under a little pressure. Hawes shielding nicely. All the way back to, of course, our man between the sticks today, who just sends that out of bounds, Colin Beeler. Not what he wanted to do, but that'll be all right. We'll get reset, build our shape again. Try to build up a little possession. The referee talking to our bench over there, just wanting our substitute to put on some pennies. Make his job a little easier. Big swing for Forest. Better touch from Camp. Possession for Forest so far. So Forest does sit at the top of the table. They are the number 1 seed, barring something crazy happening today with other results around the league. And then our playoff position also secured along with them. Now it actually depends on what happens today here on the pitch as well as around the league as to who we will be playing. But most likely we will see Forest again right back here on Tuesday. That is the start of the playoffs. So if it is actually quite unique. If we win this game, that will end up potentially putting Forest in second place in the league. That would move us to third place, and we would play Forest. 2 plays 3. However, if we lose this game, we will most likely end up in fourth, and Forest will end up in first, which first plays fourth, so we'll still play Forest. There has to be some crazy goal differential things that would happen elsewhere in the league to change that format up. Walt Dog 00 says GTFC won 6-0 in suspended game and 10-0 in the second game. Ooh. I think GTFC, I think that was what the game they played Rayos, if I'm not mistaken, which was a game we anticipated them winning. Now it will come down to goal differential, which I think still will end up having us facing Forest. Again, it will depend on the result in this match for us as well. Ball down the sideline, looking for Maine. We are scoreless. About 7 minutes in. Bulldog 00 says, yes, it was at Rayos. Yes, makes sense. GTFC down in Sandusky, our home area as well. FC Rayos, the team across town from us. We had our last game at FC Rayos as well. For us, that was an 8-2 win. The ball down into the box does take a bounce and some shielding going on. Still up in the air. And he heads it away temporarily. Intercepted from Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle goes down. Which says, did get the ball, and Karimi tries to feed it through for Johnson. Decent idea. Johnson has the pace to chase down a ball. Intercepted nicely from Hawes. But Forrest will regain possession. Beautiful day for some soccer if you're in the shade. If you are out on the pitch, it is a toasty one in the sun. Not a whole lot of cloud coverage. It's kept in, but we'll go out for a goal kick to Mr. Colin Beeler. Hayden Halls starts us out from the back. Camp, nice little ball. Ooh, he wanted the bounce pass right back to him down the line. Maine gets dispossessed. And now big swing and something into the box, but it is blocked. So our first corner of the match. Bulldog 00 says plenty of clouds in Western Ohio. If you want to send some our way, that would be great. Much appreciated. Ball into the box does beat the first man, so it will be sent out of the 18 for now. Stays with 22 of Forest. Has a shot. I think good save from Beeler. We saw it a little late. Instead of catching it, just kind of parries it out of bounds. Much rather have that. If you're unsure as a keeper, the ball has a little bit of dip or curve on it. You see it a little late, absolutely. Just parry it away. Don't worry about trying to catch it. Another corner for Forest. Going short this time. Now whipped into the box, but right to Beeler. Tries to punch it away, still stays down. Still in the 18. Good block, bouncing around. And that will be a goal kick. Just running out of real estate. I think that might have been number 10 down there. And Beeler, instead of catching the last two, has either punched or parried. I wonder if it's actually because the sun is angled toward him, so maybe doesn't have the best view on the ball with the sun in his eyes. But good saves from Colin. He sends it into the middle. Someone's got to chase that ball down. At least challenge the first ball. A lot of space to drive into. Has a strike. I think that was Graber that blocked that. That was the touch. Quite nice indeed from 19. 10. Strike on the left foot. Just doesn't get a hold of it. Goal kick. We're about 10 minutes in. Big gust of wind. If you do hear some wind noise, chill at the top of the stands. Thankfully in the shade, so we're hoping the phone does not overheat today. Light bench on our side of things. 3 substitutes available for us. Oh, lovely footwork in the middle from Karimi. Out to Camp. Camp up to Karimi. Good spell of possession for the Lands. Now to Graber. Graber sending it through. I don't know if he was looking for Johnson or Clapsaddle, kind of between them, but decent idea. It's the first really full spell of possession, leading to something interesting, at least, approaching the final third. All through. 17 looking for it. Cam tracking back. 17 gets it to 10. Stuck in the corner. That will be off of, I believe, Camp for a third corner now for Forest City. The swinger. I think it was a need up by Steinmetz. Now up to Karimi. Karimi can do a big switch here, does. Looking for Johnson. Johnson in space, gets there, brings it down, looking for help. No one else with him, so he's going to have to do it himself. A few reinforcements now joining and poked away. So that should be, ooh, I thought it was poked away, but Johnson didn't seem concerned. So it looks like it will just be a throw for City in the corner. Looks like a fairly light bench for City as well, for substitutes on their bench today. Remy win. And then that should be, yes, a throw for Firelands now. Clapsaddle, how's your throw? Go short to Ramey. Ramey right in front of us to Hawes. Hawes back to Hawes. Swing through Steinmetz. Steinmetz to Maine. Maine to Graber. A spell of possession for the Lands. Ooh, just a little miscommunication between Maine and Camp. We'll stay with Firelands. Steinmetz, Graber. Karimi, can we swing? Ooh, looked over the top. Wanted the run for Camp. We did have a match yesterday, our women's team. We were also up in Cleveland. It was Firelands United versus Ohio City. It was our replay of our postponed match after some storms in Sandusky. We ended up coming this way. Final was 4-0. Ohio City did get the win. What a great performance from our ladies. Actually, a really strong showing with a short bench, too. One final match for our women, actually coming right back at it tomorrow. So just one day of rest for our women. Good ball up to the striker for Forrest. Number 10. Going against Caden Hawes. Good, great. Nice stuff from Hawes. Quick little sliding challenge in, sends it out for a corner. Great one-on-one defender. Caden Hawes is. Cohen not too shabby himself. Still scoreless. 0-0. About 16 minutes in. Fourth corner, if I'm not mistaken, for Forrest. This one, decent one in the box. It's headed away by Camp. Johnson gets on it. Poked away. Be a throw for Firelands. The pressure from Johnson. Forcing the wayward pass. I was trying to make the throw. I think you saw it kind of slip on him there. That's good work to defend. Good challenge. Sends it out for a forced throw. Three surveying options. Finds it's like a defensive midfielder. Oh, and a lovely ball. Oh, almost lovely. Just a little too much curl on it. Main shielding. Gets it to Karimi. Karimi back to Camp. And Camp can swing one. And you saw what he was trying to do. He was eyeing down Johnson. Johnson was getting ready to make the run. Just didn't get enough mustard on that. That 40-yard crossfield ball. Tough one to do, but if anyone can do it, Camp can. Ball splitting our midfield, so forces Steinmetz to step up, and a early strike with the left foot goes past Wheeler's far post. No big scoring threats really for either team so far. I'd say Forest holding the majority of the possession up to this point. They tried to play in quickly to Johnson. Looks like a few more Forest reinforcements joining the sideline. Good set from Phil Karimi. Beeler to Hawes. Hawes dribbling inside. Going up to Johnson. How's the hold-up play? Not too shabby, Mr. Johnson. Driving forward, using his pace, getting through, almost there. Gets a touch on it, but then goes down. Referee not interested. Great hustle from Johnson. Almost between two of the defenders after getting around the first one already. That's where he is the most dangerous. Good step from Ramey. Stepping up from his kind of 6 role. That's good stuff from Clapsaddle. Throw right down here for City. Big ball over the top. Beeler surveying. Likes to not come out. Smart decision as Steinmetz wins. Big swing to Jonah. Main working around him, man. Good footwork from him. Now up to Karimi. Karimi gets a touch and around. Good shoulder. Karimi swings it, looking for Johnson on the top. Just a little too much, but Johnson will get there. Cutting in. Goes in. Oh, ball low and across. Unfortunately, no one there for the lands. Just sent away. Steinmetz, I think he might have been looking for Maine. It's a little deflection. Oh, over to Maine. Maine with Camp making a run. Feeds it into him. Looks like he is onside. Defending from Forest does stay in off of Camp. Forest getting ready with 3 substitutes. Firelands matches them with 3. A nice big gust of wind for us. And a good battle so far. Fairly even. And Phil Grimmy trying to step up does commit the foul. So a free kick for Forest, and that will allow all 6 substitutes to make their way onto the pitch. So for us, we have Kubisak coming on, Aiden Adams, and Maximus Parcell. Jack Ramey getting a break. Same with Reg. And then Jonah Main. Oh, it is so hot today, so trying to rotate as much as we can with 3 substitutes. Free kick goes long. Halls wins that. Oh, sprayed out to Parcell. Parcell gets a touch, trying to go over number 5, still stays with it. Over the top again. Let's get to number 7, who tries to head it, but brought down by Caden Hawes. Parcell chesting it down. Number 5 collects again. Intercepted. Ooh, by Kubisak. Just didn't get the right touch on it. 18. Almost a decent ball. Camp will just send it out into the wilderness. Throw for Forest. Number 10 on the ball. Looks to recycle. Now far cross whipped in, and then there is Hawes again. Caden always so dominant in the air. Ball from Parcell. Looking for Clapsaddle, just too far out of his reach. It'll be a throw, allowing 2 more Forest substitutes to come in. 25 and 14 coming on. One of those players, number 10, and is number 15 coming out for Forest. Oh, big swing intercepted by Kubisak. Kubisak now trying to play to Camp. Oh, lovely ball. Camp is onside. It's Camp and the keeper. Camp puts it in the back of the net. Caden Camp breaks the deadlock. 1-0 for Firelands United. Another assist for Kubisak, currently club leader for the season. And that great composed finish from Camp will take us to the hydration break. So about 25 minutes into this one, Firelands United now lead 1-0. Great quick counter attack from the Lands. Absolutely perfect weighted ball from the missile himself, Kubisak. Not only stepping in, and then perfectly timed run from Camp. The ball weighted deliciously right onto Camp's foot while he's making the run behind the center backs and making the finish look easy, one-on-one against the keeper. And Parcell, 3-2-2 ace says, way to go. Yes, great sequence right there from the Lands. I wouldn't necessarily say against the run of play, but we haven't had too many great attacking chances. Really not a whole lot from either team, but that one, way to finish when it matters. Possession still leaning the way of Forest City. But when Firelands are on the ball, do have some decent possession spells of our own. So let's see how Forest respond. How will Firelands come out after that goal? And you'll notice Camp scoring that goal, playing as striker, not necessarily the spot we will normally put him in. Can definitely play up top in an attacking role, but such a dominant player on the back line. But as we do rotate to keep those fresh legs, Always love having Camp up top. He is one of 3 hat trick scorers in club history. And right there, adding to his tally. We are back underway after the hydration break. Fortunately, we don't have any advertising to play you on the stream during this hydration break, as apparently that's the thing to do now with the World Cup going on. Almost a lovely ball through, but there is Halls yet again to intercept. Sends it up. I think he was looking for Karimi. Since we don't have any advertisements, I will say if you want to support the club, a great way to do that is with the team shop over on firelandsunited.com. Ball from Forrest will just roll out for a throw-in in the corner for Firelands. But yes, you can find all the awesome Firelands United merch. All that sales goes toward helping the club, getting us new gear, making it more affordable for players. So we appreciate you guys that do support us. While you're there, you can also check out player stats, not only from this season, but for the rest, as City have the ball now and a low ball driven in, maybe looking back, post, run, but nothing there. Just a goal kick. But yes, if you are interested in seeing, like I had mentioned, Kubisak is leading for this season in assists for the club. You can see that and all of the stats, including leading goal scorer Reggie Johnson. You can see our red card leader, yellow card leader, all some other great fun stats. So make sure you check that out. You can see the club records that are held as well. Oh, and Ravers just shoved to the ground. 25, not playing the ball. So referee, easy decision there for him. Also had mentioned Camp. Yes, he is one of 3 who have scored a hat trick for the club. You can see that record as well on the history tab. So check it out, firelandsunited.com. Pause after the foul, looking for Camp. Ball kind of bouncing around. Forrest will claim. Kubisak again, a great challenge in the middle. Wins possession. Back for the Lands. Adams looking for Graver. Intercepted by City. Good strength in the middle. Zigzagging around. No foul, but yes, referee does play the advantage. I was looking for the arm to go up. Pause, lets it roll through, and then Beeler is there to set it up and away. Good, quick keeping off his line. Camp applying some pressure on the back line. Looking for another. We'd love to see it. Flicked on for 7. Hawes. Great defending. That's Cohen this time. Let's give it away to 18. Now in for number 7. Space to dribble forward. Curling effort and almost curling toward the upper 90 of the far post. Thankfully goes just wide. We'd like to say that Beeler had it covered. Sure. We did have Walt Dog 0-0. Say very nice goal scored. Agree. That was a great one. Great quick counterattack with Kubisak and Camp. 25 tries to touch it down. Able to keep possession. But Kubisak is there yet again. Playing that 6th position well, and a great pass to Karimi. Karimi tries to get it off. Does going to get nudged. Look for the foul, but no foul called. Clapsaddle tries to get it, but that will just roll out for a throw for Forrest. It should be for Firelands. Substitutes coming in. Will be a Firelands throw. Captain Jack giving Clapsaddle a break. Karimi gets a rest with Maine coming on. Again, super hot day. Trying to give players a rest as much as possible, especially with the game coming up Tuesday, which, again, most likely will be against Forrest as Camp draws a foul. So this will be an interesting experience because both teams getting a good look at each other, playing in a match that doesn't necessarily mean anything with both teams already clinching a playoff spot. Also, a win either way won't necessarily impact the seeding. Oh, sends it in. Oh, dangerous ball. It is for Camp. Camp, tries to bring it down. Just bounces up a little bit too high. Dangerous opportunity. Another one for Camp, finding himself in a good area. Forrest down to the back. Oh, lovely maneuver to go through two of our defenders. And a big plane overhead. I'm assuming we're probably pretty close to the Hopkins Airport. Intercepted by Hawes. Hawes having a great game in his center back spot, not only winning the ball from the air, but also on the ground quite often. 18 finds some space, has a strike, and Beeler not even interested. Knew it was going wide, so watches that roll out for a goal kick. While we're hanging out here in the stream, any predictions for World Cup winners? Don't talk to me about the USA game. That was just disappointing on multiple levels. But of those teams left, who he thinks winning it? I'm here for some Norway action. Give me a little underdog. Can you be an underdog if you have Holland on your team? Great question. Number 7 driving through, good strength. Has one with him. Cuts in, good block, and then Hall sends away. It'll still stay in play for now, but nope, will roll out for a Forest throw. Looking quick. Walt Dog 00 says, I like Norway. I agree. I'm excited for the England-Norway game. I think that's today as Graber intercepts. Tries to get there, but the pace of 14 surpassing our number 23. He gets to win. I'm holding on to the tripod. Kubisak playing some good defense, forces the ball back. Walt Dog says Holland is a beast. Absolutely. It is so impressive. Even in the World Cup, just an absolute unit. And Norway really have a sneaky good team. They have some solid players that are also just happened to play well at this World Cup, which is fun to watch. I had picked Spain as my winner from the outset. Hopefully they just sneak by. Intercepted Kubisak. 18 regains. 18 in a pocket of space. Gets it up and gets through Steinmetz, but Hawes is there and a strike goes into the side netting, but it's on the outside. So a goal kick. Forrest holding a pretty good spell of possession for the last 10 minutes or so. Substitute 10 coming on, and I think 3 also coming on for Forrest. 34 minutes in. Of course, we'll have some added time due to the hydration break. Walt Dog says, I hope they can get it played. They are saying bad storms could delay it. And we've seen that before as well, so hopefully not. And now Camp trying to chase down the ball. Almost gets there. Keeper just has to set it out for a throw. Good pressure from Caden Camp. We do have a player down behind the ball. It was Jonah Main. He doesn't really look interested in anything, so just says to get it back underway. What a nice throw. Ooh, looking for Graber. And Camp almost gets it back too. I think number 5 kind of collided with his own player. Big ball down the line. Beautiful, gentle touch from Hawes. Good footwork, too. Kubisak, who's trying to go to Ramey. Up for 18. We are still at the 1-0 scoreline. Firelands United lead. Great play from Forrest. Getting my F's messed up here. Number 7. Thinking about doing something crazy, but then lays it off to 25. Back to number 5. Good turn. Now to 14. 14 lines up, has a strike. Parcell with the block. Now Maine has it. Couldn't get it out of his feet. Just couldn't get it sorted, but then able to poke it, but tried to get it to Camp. Intercepted by Halls, and looks like maybe foul on Maine, so a free kick for Forrest. Right below us, you see number 20, Clapsaddle, getting ready to come back on. See Reggie getting ready to make his way back on the pitch. 6 over top. Chips one in, kind of back post. Oh, it's skirting around in the middle, and thankfully, Steinmetz able to poke it away last second. Great work from him to get that ball out. Quite an important touch on the ball. Prevents this game from probably being leveled at ones. Drops that on Johnson coming in. Looks like Johnson maybe hobbling just a bit. That would explain why he was out for an extended period of time. Hopefully he is okay. Certainly going to need him Tuesday. Adams coming out. Kubsak getting a break. All in, headed, and a great header. Way too easy. I think it was number 6 who scored that potentially. No, it was not. I think that might be 25. Yes, 25. Easily gliding up in the air. No one really challenging him. Leaving with Beeler with no opportunity, no chance to save that one. So we are now level as we approach halftime, about the 38th minute. And to be fair, no scoreboard today, so I'm kind of basing it off the watch, but I think we got this game underway a few minutes late. Kickoff. Johnson's almost there. Had to touch it down. Guys, I am in the shade, but it is just getting hotter and hotter as the time ticks on, even in the shade. So I'm sure these guys are feeling the heat. 5 swings it across. Big ball over the top, looking for 7, and pauses there, heads it down. Ramey tries to get a touch on it. 18 is maneuvering around 2. Around another one, still there, has the strike, goes back post, and absolutely amazing goal for number 18. Talk about doing it yourself. Cooks up maybe half of our team in the effort to put it in the net. Holy smokes. And now game has changed quite quickly within 3 minutes. Going from 1-0 for Firelands. Now City lead 2-1. Marcel coming out. Aiden Adams back in. Soccer Center GK 2175 asked the score. Well, after that goal, it is now 2-1. Forest City lead us here in Cleveland. Pushed down nicely by Adams. Oh, tries to find Maine, but gotta come to that ball. And Falsetto tries to stretch, can't get to it. Number 7 is there. Oh, and thankfully puts it wide. He was trying to get it to go near post and did have some space, but thankfully goes wide. Still 2-1 now. A lot of big chances coming for Forest in the last few minutes. Firelands need to settle down, get some composure, keep a little possession, stop giving the ball away in the midfield. Big swing to Steinmetz. Steinmetz driving forward, taking his green space. Out to Adams. Adams to Graver. Now looking in the middle. Ramey to Graver, and now swinging. There we go. That's the spell of possession we need. Firelands, good stuff, boys. Oh, sending it. Oh, what an absolute lovely ball to his brother, no less. Cohen gets a touch on it, pokes it through, and it will just be a goal kick. Talk about a ball on a dime, though. It's Caden Hawes to Cohen Hawes. Substitutes for Forest City. 17 coming on, 16 coming on. Forest will build from the back after the goal kick. A big swing. Almost goes out of bounds, and now it does, just into the trees. Firelands United throw. Adams hopefully has a ball still within the fence. Adams, big throw. Not to lie to you, I didn't know he had that on him. Maybe he didn't even know because he ended up throwing out for a goal kick. Getting from the back for number 5 as we have some big gusts of wind hitting us. I will say, after that hydration break, Firelands looking a little lackadaisical when on the ball. Have to keep that energy, which I know is tough with a short bench and with the heat. But last minute or so, good possession. Looking for Clapsaddle, but Clapsaddle made the run outside instead of in. Splitting 2, it's 25, one of the goal scorers for Forest. Camp still in the striker position. I do love to see Camp. He'll track down a ball from anywhere. It's a good work rate on him. On the far side. Puts it in, but Steinmetz intercepts. Just kind of sends it away, but takes a deflection. And shipped ball in. Beeler does get there, but advantage is played, so it seems, says the referee, or maybe he said the ball was gathered. And player goes down, not happy about it. Beeler probably had that one covered as the ball goes across his goal. So what we're looking at is just a goal kick. Forced into number 17 with space in the box, and Beeler tries to poke at it with his foot. And unfortunately, that'll find the side netting. So now 3-1 after Firelands United being up 1-0. The score and game has completely flipped. Just too much space. Too easy for the Forest players. Just cutting through our midfield and back line. Too much space for 17 to receive that ball. Had time to touch it, think about it, and figure out where he's going to play it. Close that down instantly. You got to be on his back, especially if you're in the 18. If a player's receiving the ball, you have to be right on their back so that you force them to make a quick decision, which hopefully it's a way or a bad decision. We have 2 minutes. We are in added time. 2 minutes says the ARs. Minutes to go until halftime. We are sitting at a 3-1 scoreline in favor of Forest City. Taken away, Ramey now feeding it up to Camp. It's a 2-on-2. Can we decrease the deficit? Camp tries to get around one and is through. Now around another one. Johnson waiting in the box. Camp floats it in for him. Johnson is there, tries kind of a bicycle kick. And Johnson still gets back to it, which is kind of crazy. Poked away for now. Johnson still staying on it, and that will be a throw for Firelands United. Clap saddle. Floats it over top, finding Graber. Graber down, getting around a couple defenders himself for Ramey. Over to Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle right back to Ramey. We only have, I believe, 30 seconds, maybe less than that to go. So we do have to get something in the box. Camp does send it in. It's bouncing around, but no one is there. Maine gets a touch to it. Johnson on it. Now poked away. Ramey was going to step up, but yeah, he saw he has to track back now. 10 with some pace on him. Going against Hawes. Oh, and lovely little give and go, but then Beeler tries to get there, and Beeler does clip him. So a penalty is awarded, probably with 0 seconds left. And Beeler, you saw he did try to pull his foot back, but it was just too late. And does clip the player. And a duly awarded PK decision. What a quick counter from us, almost scoring twice in 2 good opportunities, and then back down all the way to giving away a PK. But Mr. Beeler, I was actually talking to him at practice 2 days ago, talking about how he doesn't think he's the best penalty saver, but he has saved multiple penalties in his Firelands United career already. So how about we add to that tally? Maybe a little foreshadowing. 6 will step up to take this as it was number 10. It's getting stretched out on the side behind the goal. The referee Okay, so there's a little bit of confusion. So a sub was made, but 10 was trying to come back on as he was getting stretched behind the goal, but now he's not allowed to. So now he's going back off. The whistle blows. Colin, how about a save? Oh, and it's blasted over. And that will be halftime. So Beeler does just enough. And I think maybe what he did put off Number 6 was waiting for a while after the whistle blew, and then you saw Colin be like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And then as soon as Colin was doing that, number 6 stepped up, and then ends up putting it well high over the bar. So our halftime score after all of that last-minute excitement is 3-1. Forest City lead us here in Cleveland. It's your boy Andrew Schwalik holding down comms today. We are going to take about a 10-minute break for halftime. Great opportunity. Grab some snacks, grab a drink. Get excited for the World Cup action today, but don't go anywhere. We got an exciting second half coming right back at you. So I'm going to go down, talk with the boys, maybe get a little insight on what's going down, and then I'll bring you some sideline coverage right after this. So we'll be back at it again, 10 minutes. Hang out. I'll see you shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back underway for our second half. Our matchup between Forest City and Firelands United. Final match of the regular season for both teams is a 3-1 scoreline. Forest City lead us. Forest City in the green kit with the brown or maroon shorts. Firelands United sunset orange and red tops. Yes, sorry, I saw Soccer Center GK2175 asking the score. Yep, we're just coming back from halftime now. As you did here, yes, 3-1. Forest City lead. Talked to the guys down at halftime. Sat in on the team conversation. Went a great ball through. Hall's out to defend. And Halls does defend nicely, but it does just go out. He tried to keep it in. You saw what he tried to do. Good defending one-on-one. But that conversation was talking about being a little bit more physical, playing a bit quicker, getting the ball off of your foot. Increasing that speed of play will help quite a bit. The ball on the ground. Tried to be flicked back maybe, but so that's another corner kick. Something off at the training ground, perhaps. This time in the air. Great ball in. Beeler gets a touch to it. Important touch from the keeper. Be a corner again. So the third corner already in quick succession. Coming from this side. Man, I was down there on the turf during halftime. It is hot. Left-footed corner kick coming in, so it will be an in-swinger. Sends it in is very far long. Forrest will collect and then try to chip the ball in, but and player goes through Halls, but then it will be a corner kick to Caden's dismay. Corner kick number 4. Seems to be a party happening behind the goal. Got some nice music to listen to. Ball in. Beeler is there. Another good punch from our keeper. Karimi finds himself on it. Plays it up nicely. Camp is there. We'll recycle. Adams. Good ball from Adams to Ramey. Now out to Hawes. Hawes over the top, looking for Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle almost gets there, but does force the player to just send it out for a Firelands throw. Firelands has switched up their formation. They're now running a 4-4-2 when in possession. Clapsaddle throw into the box, but looks like Clapsaddle lifted up his foot, so we go throw. We'll change possession, so a throw in now for Forrest. So what Clapsaddle was trying to do, trying to get a long throw. Not something I have in the bag. We do have a couple that can do that throw. Kubisak can launch one, so can Steinmetz. Rainey collects the loose ball. Clapsaddle, tried to turn. Just didn't recognize he was so close to the sideline. When Camp read that the ball was going back, almost able to get into the passing lane. So Camp and Johnson sitting up as a dual striker pair now. Jonah applying some good pressure on number 11. Goes out and both refs unsure, looking at each other. It'll be a Forrest throw. Ramey touches that away. We'll throw down the sideline. Adams almost gets it. Steinmetz, now some defending to do. Tries to get there and does enough to put the player off, so the ball in. Easy for Beeler to gather. Karimi. Forrest taking over. Intercepted by Adams. Now up to Johnson. Johnson, a little green room. Tries to get around one. Camp almost is able to get there. Great touch from the City player right there, number 22. Kearney trying to sneak in. Steinmetz pokes. Sliding challenge from Steinmetz. A little unconventional, but it worked out. And then, oh my, he goes through the back of the player. Even if you get the ball, you still cannot go through the player. And the referee not calling it, even though it is a head injury for Steinmetz. Come on, sir. Just ridiculous. Did not look good. Steinmetz holding his head. Take a quick pause. Players checking in on him, just getting some water. So ridiculous. Clear foul. So the referee pointing to the ball. It doesn't matter if he gets the ball or not. Still can't go through a player to get the ball. That has been my frustration playing at this level. The consistency of refereeing, not up to standard. Thankfully, Steinmetz able to get up under his own power and walk off. Thankfully. You guys should be proud. I didn't yell at the referee. I wanted to, but I refrained. Just Kubisak coming in. So cheers to one of the Forest City coaches kind of checking in on Steinmetz, giving him a little concussion protocol. So we really appreciate that. So cheers to the city team. Big shout out to them, making sure Steinmetz is all right. We'll go out. Overthrow right in front of us. Good step from Karimi. Six was set it up, but great touch from Clapsaddle. Ooh, and Clapsaddle just unable to find some Firelands feet. And he tries to get there, but nice little spin. And now up and through for 22. Hawes has some chase to do. An early shot. Good save from Beeler. Good strong hands. You're still at 3-1. Big ball looking for Camp. Camp touches it down. Clapsaddle. Clapsaddle just sending it back to the city keeper. And to be fair to Clapsaddle, playing in an unfamiliar position. Really playing as an outside back, but holding down the fort, kind of like as an outside mid, as a winger today. Yep, and he was offside. Ramey will take the free kick. Johnson wins the second ball. Still stays with it and then just sent away, but it actually finds the striker of Forest. Good hold-up play from him. Driving forward, now sending it through, looking for 22, but too much sauce. Just a goal kick. I'm still not happy about that no-call foul on Steinmetz. I'm hoping he's all right. I'm not able to see him down there. I know he's on the bench. Ridiculous. One Maine just can't keep the touch in play. Camp gets a touch on it. Now sent up. Oh, Clapsaddle almost gets it to Karimi. Nice little touch around Kubisak. Kubisak, though, with the unlimited hustle, gets back, wins the ball, drives forward, sending it for Camp. Looks, deflects to Johnson in a dangerous area. Ball goes straight up. Kubisak jumping in. I think he almost goes over top of Johnson while still bouncing around. Maine gets a touch to it. Oh, my goodness. You're calling that, but you're not calling the slide on Cohen? Oh, my goodness gracious. Sorry, he got the ball. Isn't that your rule? Ridiculous. Sends the ball. Ooh, just looks like a missed kick because now Camp is able to get there. Gets around one. We have some players filtering into the box. Camp cutting back. Lays it off to Karimi. Top of the 18. Karimi has a strike. A sliding save. Blocks it. Karimi back onto it. Maneuvering around. Still Karimi and just can't get past the fourth one after getting through three. But now sends the ball into the box. Kuzak thought about biking it. You saw him lining up for it. Forrest now. Opportunity to counter. A 4-on-4 situation. Electing to hold it up. How about a big switch? Yeah, great switch. Oh, lovely touch from 11. Early ball into the box, and just past Hawes, but then Beeler is able. Releases it quickly to Hawes. Hawes, tried to play it up to Johnson. It's not the right ball. Forced back at it again. Going against Ramey. Lays it off the 18, and off the post. Had Beeler beat, but just not the post. And wow, so much space and time for him to take the shot. Karimi, good touchdown. Karimi space to turn. Now playing it over the top for Camp. Camp getting pulled, and that is, yes, straight yellow based on the rule book. First yellow card of the match. Goes the way of Forrest. Just a tactical foul. And that one almost maybe on borderline red, just because of denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. If he was the last defender, which I think would have been a little harsh because he did have another backline member more in front of the goal, per se. Oh, that would have been a dangerous opportunity, though. So we have Phil getting a break after a nice sequence from him. A few good possessions where he helped really build the attack. Graber is the one coming on for him. You really have it DJ going on over in the park today. I like the background music. I would love to play this way. Yeah, and if I was going to say, if anything's a foul, probably that was. Because no one got the ball, and then Kubisak clipped him. Nothing malicious, of course, but just a foul. Substitute. Number 5 coming on for Forest City. Trying to see what number is making way. It's number 19. We get another big gust of wind. A big ball down over the top. And Forest City player does get there. Sends it in and wins himself a corner kick. That's what hustle will get you. Good for him. Oh, and number 6 was there on the back post. Fairly unmarked. But the header goes over the bar. We're still sitting at 3-1. Forest City with the lead. But on nice, a big Kubisak. No one there, though. Good interception from Halls. It will end up with Camp on the far side. Camp looking over for Johnson. Fed through to him. Johnson almost gets it there. Just a step or two behind it. But great ball, great idea. Just a little wayward pass. Pinged across for Maine. Jonah, wow, lovely pass from Jonah. Camp is through and onside. Camp has a strike and just hits it at the keeper. Good save in the end. Keeper gets big, does all that he can. Ball still stays in play, and it'll be a Forest throw now on the far side. Oh, and Camp looks to the sky in frustration with himself. Because that would have Made the game 3-2. Could have got us back in that one. It's back with us. Firelands now swinging it to Adams. Right in front of our two coaches. Adams to Maine to Johnson, but then Forrest will just clear it out for another Firelands throw. And it's a big throw from Ramey. Headed away by Forrest, and then just kicked up with the clearance. Hawes gets there. Good touch to bring it down. Up for Camp. Oh, actually, I think it was looking for Clapsaddle on the side, but headed by Forrest. Forrest keep possession. Substitute number 18, one of the goal scorers, getting ready to come back in for Forrest. Owen Kubczak almost gets there, does enough for Graber to poke it through Camp. And he calls that as a foul, which I think was a foul. But the sliding challenge on Cohen was much more of a foul. There's no consistency. That is my quarrel with all referees. Just be consistent. So now in a very dangerous spot, who we have and take it, the left-footed Camp, who can definitely place a shot. Kubczak, who can just absolutely destroy the ball with his foot. I'm excited to see either one. Make it 3-2. This would be the time for it. And it will be no Camp. It's Kubczak has a strike and hits the wall. Probably puts a dent in it. Kubczak back on it, just tries to flick it over, and it is with Clapsaddle, but Clapsaddle was offside when the ball was kicked. That was indeed the case. 18 coming on. Looks like 10 for Forrest also making way onto the pitch. Flicked on by number 10. Lovely flick for him. It stays with Forrest. Sliding it through, almost lovely, but Maine with a good interception. And Maine, I would not love you to give the ball away there. And geez, good stuff from Jonah. Making me nervous, but man, ends up getting it through. Johnson is onside. Little hold up play. Now we have numbers forward. Johnson through two, almost the whole team, but then Kubczak tries to flick it to Maine. Maine does have it, but just can't get it under control. Kubczak just in there, taking the ball back at will. Kubczak getting through one and then eventually poked away by number 5. And now Kubczak on the throw, which is lovely because his throws are like corner kicks. A lost shin guard. Looks like it is Kubczak fell out. I'm sure all the guys are happy for a little quick breather. Now the missile launches one into the box. Camp is looking for it. Bounces around. Graber uses his body, almost gets it back. Flicked up for number 17. Went a ball just behind his teammate as they had numbers as well. Now Graber around one. Over to Maine. Maine with a little space. Now Firelands with numbers. It's just going back and forth. All the way through for Kubczak. And Kubczak trying to, oh my goodness. This referee is just killing me. Not a foul. If that foul right there, the sliding challenge was not a foul, that's not a foul. So ridiculous. Number 10 touches down. Camp almost takes it away. Nice composure, though, from number 14. Trying to filter it through. Nice stat from Caden Halls. Firelands with some defending to do. A nice sliding challenge. I think that was Cohen Halls. Stuff from him, and then I think I saw it was Clap Saddle asking for a sub. I know we are getting to that point where and with Clap Saddle's substitution request, waiting until the hydration break, which we have 1 minute until. Another corner kick for Forest. Beeler is there with the punch. Oh, Johnson tries to collect, but then slips and ball just kind of bouncing around. And then Clapsaddle sends it up for Camp to chase. The ball kind of spins. The keeper is out. Camp is almost there. Goes down. I don't think that one was a foul, so that's a good call. Camp is with it, driving into the box, and just taking off his foot. Good defending. And then you see a Forest player now calling for a sub. It really is that time of the game where legs are just going out. It is a hot day here in Northern Ohio. And lovely from Kubisak, taking the ball, and Maine, go to the ball. There we go. Back to Hawes. And the game is really opening up now. This is the time when you see some exciting soccer. Almost a great turn from Johnson. Good challenge from Forrest. Now Forrest trying to build something, sending it through. And good stuff. It is with Hawes and ends up losing it. Oh, and a big swing to the other side for 23. A little miscommunication, but 23 is able to get there. But then he is offside in the end. A lot of craziness going down, ends up leading to the hydration break. Some fun open soccer going both ways. But now we'll take a break, get some hydration, and clearly both teams happy with the break. Score still 3-1 as we are about halfway through the second half. Probably 15 minutes, just over that remaining. Not gonna lie to you though, this one's a fun one to watch. Both teams battling it out. And kudos to both of these teams for playing in the heat like this in a game that, for the standings, doesn't necessarily matter. Both teams already clinching the playoffs. So statistically speaking, not a game that either team really needs to win. Because ultimately, even if either team wins, the result will most likely still be the same based on how things go around the league. But it looks like it will be a Firelands Forest matchup again on Tuesday here. So guys, this is just the entree. Wait a minute, I think I said that wrong. This is just the appetizer. There we go. The entree coming your way on Tuesday. And playoff soccer here in Ohio is coming your way. And our four teams who have already clinched the playoff, if I'm not mistaken. I think there might be one team still in the bubble, but when we were looking at the breakdown before this, three teams for sure in, one team I'm almost sure now with other matches already being played around the league. It will be us, so Firelands United, Forest City, Foot Ohio, and GTFC. Those will be your four teams that have made the playoffs here in the second division. So that first team who claims the league title in the playoff chase will end up getting promoted to Division One. Then second place, not getting promoted, but then going into a playoff for promotion against the bottom team or the second to bottom team in the first division. A little clarification on that, but there is the promotion playoff match too. So many crazy things happening. The playoff picture here also a little confusing because there are two divisions. All right, let me rephrase that. There are two regions in Division Two. So then the top two of each region make the playoffs, and then the table combines, and then it's the next two teams in the combined table that make the playoffs. Adams sliding it through, but able to find Karimi. So we're back underway after the hydration break. Forest lead 3-1. Certainly has been an exciting match here in Cleveland. But the reason we'll be coming back here most likely to play our playoff match, Forest City did clinch home field advantage for their playoff pursuit. Karimi wins the ball. Tries to play it through, but blocked. And good to see Steinmetz back on the field. Hope he is okay. Looks to be all right, especially if he is coming back in. And again, cheers to the Forest City coach for checking in and doing the concussion protocol check with Cohen. Good snap by Hawes. Hawes, just slipping, you could see on the turf, which this turf is unique as the ball goes through. We'll talk about that in a second. As 17 is on the ball, slings in a nice pass to the top of the 18, trying to get around now to number 10. And then it is an easy goal. And Firelands thought he was offside. Everybody raising their hand, but the referee disagrees. And not going to lie to you, I am not on a line to see if it was or not. All I know is that the goal is scored. It will count. So that is 4-1 in favor of Forest City. I mean, hey, can't complain. They beat us on the counter, fair and square in that instance. Just getting more numbers behind the ball in the quick transition. So 4-1 is now the lead. Let's say we haven't had opportunities. Things would have been different maybe if we put a couple more in the net. And the ball up to Graber. Sliding challenge bounces off of Graber's foot. Forest still collect. But yes, this turf is unique because as you would know, the typical turf field, you're playing on rubber pellets. So that's the squishy, rubbery part that adds the bounce or the cushion to the field. This field does not have rubber pellets, but wood pellets. First time I'm seeing that, which I have no idea about the data behind it, but as long as it works the same, which it seems to have worked the same really in this match so far, pretty cool. A lot more sustainable, probably healthier for players as well. Karimi down to Hawes, which a couple of players now playing in different roles. So Hall's now kind of in a defensive mid position. Adams, good step. So we have Adams at left back, Steinmetz at center back, Ramey at center back. So Adams and Ramey not in typical positions for them. Hall's a CDM, not necessarily there, usually in the center back role. Camp up at striker still. Again, so many changes due to a hot day, some injuries, some players unavailable today, so quite a light bench for our trip up here to Cleveland. Adam shielding it out. Quickly thrown, but it's right to a Forest player. Number 18 on it, one of the goal scorers today. Now with the score being 4-1, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm starting to lose track of who our goal scorers were for Forest. And a great sliding challenge That was beautiful. I believe that was Cohenhaus. Now Maximus Parcell playing it up to Camp and almost gets there. I think Camp wanted the through ball, but Parcell played it more to his feet. Over the top. Ramey is able to see it back and help shepherd it to the hands of Holland Bila. Adams driving forward, sending it looking for Karimi, but was finding number 25. Number 10. Oh, sliding challenge goes in, and number 10 has a strike from a very tough angle. Actually goes all the way out for a throw. Number 7 coming on for Forest City. And a big gust of wind coming our way. And I'm trying not to get distracted, but there's the cutest baby down here, just wallowing around, taking in the game with his bucket hat. Soccer Center GK2175 says, scoreline, please, as Steinmetz pokes it away, only far as 18. And we'll give you a scoreline here, which hopefully doesn't change quite yet, but it is 4-1 in favor of Forest. Recycle it to their goalkeeper. Soccer Center GK2175 says, thank you, sir. My pleasure. Always happy to give you the scoreline. I wish it was more so in favor of Firelands, but just not today. Steinmetz, good stuff from him. Pokes that ball back, and it gets to Graber. Graber can turn. Now a little space for Firelands to build something all the way out to Maine. Maine can run down the sideline. Maine trying to use his speed and some strength. And then poked away. Good defending from 25, but great stuff from Maine to win us a corner. Now would be a great time to put one in the back of the net if we have a hope of getting anything out of this game. I'll try to show you around the corner of the press box up here so you can see. Look at those fans. Look at all those great fans making the road trip up. Maine swinging into the box. Dangerous ball. Karimi's almost there. Poked out and then sent away. Actually, a decent ball for a striker to chase, but Adams intercepts. Let's keep it into Maine. Maine, oh my gosh, almost a cheeky little pass. Now it falls to Adams. Adams to Karimi. Karimi stays with it, trying to get around 3 defenders. And then the foul is eventually called by the referee. So found a very dangerous spot. Now, question for the room. Are you shooting from there? Or are you crossing in back post? So I'm trying to see the wind. Looks like the wind is kind of in our favor. Granted, the field is a little bit lower, so they're probably not getting as much of the wind. But I think it is blowing across the field. So if you did watch the World Cup, the Cape Verde goal coming from about this spot, a little closer toward the 18 perhaps. Maine puts one in, and oh my. I think it was a shot in the end, but would have been better off with a cross in that one. Music still going strong in the park. Our own personal DJ for the game today. That's what we need. Give me that music all day. Forced. Playing out of back through 22. Passing through our lines quite easily. We don't love to see that. The ball over the top for number 8 to Chase, who is offside. And what a great butt save from Colin Beeler. Beeler saw it was offside, so just jumps in front of the shot. Saves it with a booty. He can save a ball with anything. For short. Adams. Oh, Adams trying to maybe play it for Maine, but miscommunication because Maine wanted it to his feet as he was approaching. Adams sends it long. So what you want to happen in this situation when you're defending in like a medium block per se, you just want to make sure that when the ball is over the top and Beeler kind of gets there, throws his body in the way. Beeler out of his net. Not sure what he's doing with that. Just run back into your goal, my man. And that will be goal number 5. So 5-1 is now the score for Forest City. Maine coming off, Johnson coming on. And tired legs, poor decisions leading to this score line today. 5-1. With a disappointing showing. We are very lucky that we've already clinched the playoffs. Let's just say that we are not wanting to show Forrest our full hand today. Which, granted, we're not because we have a whole handful of players that are unavailable for this game, sadly. But I'm of the opinion that I'm trying to win every game. With the caveat of let's not destroy our legs since we do have a playoff game on Tuesday. And you do that with holding possession, making the other team run, playing quick, progressive soccer. All goes through. Ball down the sideline. Ramey, good tackle. Ramey gets it to Halls. Halls a lot of green space. Over the top. Oh, looking for Reg, but just a miss kick from Halls, unfortunately. Substitute coming in. Clap Saddle into his traditional right back role. Cohen Hawes gets the break. Caden tries to keep the ball in play. Oh, and the ball slips through two of our defenders. So now it is number 18. You know he has some fancy footwork on him. Plays it out to number 7. But then now goes across, and there's a good save from Colin Beeler. Down quick to his left. Ball up to Graber. Adams gets it up to Karimi. Karimi, oh, just not enough on that ball to find Johnson. And Johnson has been in space the last 2 times, and we just can't get him the ball. We have Kubisak getting ready to come back on. A lot of space, allowing Forest City to dribble. Got to close it down all the way at the 16. Oh, got to close that down a lot faster. Steinmetz will just touch it out for a corner. Two substitutes, one for Forest, one for us. It is number 8, Kubisak. Giving our captain a rest. I assume probably for the rest of the match. Try to save his legs for the tournament game. In the corner for number 15. Nice ball into the box, but great header from Kubisak away. 14 chips it in, flicked on by number 8. 15 is there, but so is Colin Beeler. Rolls it out to Adams. Adams in the middle of Hawes. Hawes up to Karimi. Karimi has space to drive, and just misses it, but still stays with it. Gets it back for Hawes now. Now Hawes slips. Just cannot find Johnson today. Intercepted by Steinmetz. Back to Hawes. Kubisak now playing at a center back role. Now going over the top. Kubisak can find Johnson. Great ball over the top to him. Oh, and Johnson just a big touch and then a slip on the turf. Just unfortunate. So, and lovely reading of the ball from Karimi. Waits to the last second and then intercepts, but ball just bounces back to Forrest and a lovely diagonal ball across. That's some good passing right there. Ball through. Parcell with some defending to do. Does stay with it, and good work from Maximus. Off your foot. Good. Graber smartly holds up the play. We'll go all the way back to Colin, and the ball bounces. Colin frustrated with himself. That will roll out for a Forest City corner kick. We're approaching the end of the match. 5-1 is your score. Forest lead. An outside strike and dangerous hit from range. From the back through Steinmetz. Steinmetz up to Kubisak. When Adams just can't keep it in, so it will be a Forest throw. Steinmetz sends it up into the sky. Karimi has your touch. Actually, I don't even think Karimi touched that one. It was off a Forest player, but then Karimi ends up winning the ball. Ooh, and just kind of comes off his heel, unfortunately. Kubisak chases down. Adams will at least poke it out for a throw. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your match. 5-1 is the final here in Cleveland. Forest City win this one over Firelands United. A lot of guys are tired out there on both sides. And we will see you on Tuesday for some more men's action as we are now into playoff soccer. We still have some regular season soccer coming your way tomorrow for our women's team. They will be playing in Toledo against Valentis, final regular season match for our ladies. We'll be live streaming that. So if you're inclined, want to watch some soccer, the women's team will be holding down the fort against Valentis. Make sure you tune in. Same spot right here on the Firelands United YouTube channel. Appreciate all of you that jumped in on the stream. If you are here, make sure you check out our socials. So we post all the cool behind the scenes content. Check out the blog series. We'll share some fun stats, fun facts, all the good stuff there as well. This is Andrew Schwalik signing off. I'll see you guys soon. Peace, and as always, up the lands.